Namaste, my beautiful angels. Welcome to your special reading and messages for June 15th to June 21st. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. Now, I am recording this on June the 14th, which is a very powerful day. The reason it's a powerful day is we have a beautiful new moon in the sign of Gemini. This is a super moon. This is one of the most powerful new moons of the year. And really, for all of us, my darlings, it's a cosmic invitation to embrace fresh beginnings, to really open our minds to new possibilities in each of our lives, and to boldly plant the seeds that we wish to see manifest in our future. Okay, Gemini is a very communicative sign. It is encouraging each of us to communicate from the heart, to remain open-minded, to remain curious, and to trust that even one inspired conversation or idea can completely change the trajectory or the course of each of our lives. So this is a week, my darlings, to say yes to growth, to welcome unexpected opportunities, and to believe that the universe is indeed aligning with everything that is meant for our highest good. Always remember that new moons are a reminder for each of us that we are not stuck. We can reinvent ourselves, we can rewrite our stories, and we can choose hope over fear. Okay, this is what new moons are about. They're about new beginnings, initiating the new in our lives. So from this reading that I'm going to do today, my darlings, I'm going to go through Aries through Pisces. I'm going to give a little highlight on what this new moon energy will how it will activate in each of the different zodiac signs. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign if you know it. It'll give you a better synopsis of the overall, objective or overall view of what you may be feeling. I want to thank each of you for liking, for sharing, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I also have my other platform links in my description box. When you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, please make sure that you click on that subscribe button and click to all, because otherwise you'll only see certain readings. And I just want you to know it means the world to me. It's a wonderful exchange of energy. As many of you know, I am a medium, I'm a channel, I'm a healer. And those that subscribe to me, I send that energy back out to them, that energy of love, of manifestation. I will be posting some of my mediumship readings on as I have time, so you can see a little bit of my work in connecting with the spirit world. I am a channel. I am an Akashic Records practitioner. This is what I love doing. So I welcome you if this is your first time here. Just remember, my darlings, that, as we journey through this week, I want each of you to remember that the seeds that you are planting under this new moon energy has the potential to blossom into extraordinary blessings. Okay? So please trust divine timing. Please embrace the changes that are unfolding around you, and know that every step forward, my darlings, no matter how small, is guiding you closer to the life you are meant to live. So please only take that which resonates with you. Leave the rest behind. I am going to now flip my screen. So just bear with me. And we're going to start with the sign of Aries. There we go. All right, so let's start with the beautiful sign of Aries for my Aries collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you for this week. For Aries, my darlings, this new moon energy, the super moon energy, is really highlighting your communication sector. So it's illuminating your communication skills. You could be speaking more to people, you know, and this is a perfect time for you, my darling Aries, to launch important conversations with others, to launch new ideas that you've been thinking about, to take a spontaneous getaway that refreshes your perspective. Your words, my darling Aries, have immense power right now, okay? And your words could be opening exciting doors. So communication is where it's at for my darling Aries collective. So really hone in on that this week, communicating with others, especially with that beautiful Gemini energy, because Gemini is a communication, is a communicator, right? So that's what it's really highlighting for Aries. Okay. So I'm going to give a little bit of a synopsis of various areas for my darling Aries collective. See what Spirit has. I'm going to flip my screen, and my darling Aries, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. So let me just flip my screen. There we go. All right, my darling Aries. So let's see what Spirit has for you. Very nice. Okay. All right, my darling Aries collective. Okay. For you, my darling Aries collective. Okay, thank you so much for joining me here today. I love hearing comments. I love hearing where you're watching from around the world. And if my readings are resonating with you, please do make sure to subscribe. Make sure you tick the all under the subscribe button so that you get all of my readings and new initiatives, because I will be eventually posting mediumship readings and doing different things for people that have subscribed to my channel. For you, my darling Aries, this is a very powerful super moon, new moon, in a very communicative sector of your sign. You know, Spirit is really asking, though, that for you, you need to block out distractions at this time. Your life purpose and other priorities need undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important, what you're working on at this time. You already know what these distractions are. So this could be people, situations, circumstances, whatever it is in your life, my darling Aries. You have the power to responsibly block these things out, because you have a direction that you're going in at this time. And there just seems to be so many other little distractions around you. So you need to make sure to block out those distractions. That's what I'm getting for you. Also, for my darling Aries, let go, okay? Let go of the... let go or even release the desire, my darling Aries collective, to control any situation. Leave it into God's infinite wisdom, because there are some beautiful things coming for you. And anything that has been imbalanced will resolve itself beautifully. There's that saying, let go and let God. And that is really what Spirit is asking of you for this week. Okay. Don't feel like you have to be the bulldozer in this week. Let it flow to you, right? Don't chase it, manifest it. That's what I'm really getting, because there's just so many amazing things coming from my darling Aries. You just need to let go of the distractions in your life at this time, and really put things in the hands of the divine. You're being asked, my darling Aries, because you do have some things that you really need to be working on right now, some wonderful ideas. I do feel like there is a new challenge that you're wanting to work on, okay? And you get the Page of Michael. You know, this is all about new initiatives that you're wanting to implement in your life, an exciting new challenge, maybe teaching, maybe connecting with a broader audience or a broader client base. You know, bringing things out into the open, something that you're really wanting to birth, like a new idea. This is what I'm feeling for you, my darling Aries. So, you know, really review any contracts or documents thoroughly before implementing anything that you're wanting to. If it's a course that you're setting up, make sure that you've, you know, dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's. If you're signing any paperwork financially, be very you know, persistent on doing things correctly. You know, be very analytical, use your perception. Okay. Don't just sign things you don't know what you're signing to. Okay. Be very on the ball with that. Okay, my darling Aries, that's what I'm getting. But new initiatives, new challenges are upon the horizon for you. You know, Spirit is really asking you, Archangel Michael may have a very prominent place in your life, my darling Aries. You're being asked to have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in yourself, because Spirit has confidence in you. And you can always ask Spirit. You can always ask the divine. You can ask Archangel Michael, you know, to lend you the confidence and the fortitude that you need, the divine wisdom that you need, the strength, the love, the creativity, the abundance, the health, to allow you to feel confident and peaceful about yourself in all ways. You see, Spirit is always with us, but we have been born with divine will. And that's why it is very, very important that we ask, right? That we ask for what it is that we need in our lives. When you ask, we receive. Okay, so don't let go and let God. All right, my darling Aries, this is such an amazing time for you. New initiatives. Again, your communication sector is illuminated, making this a perfect time to start important conversations, launch new ideas, and even take spontaneous getaways that will refresh your perspective. Okay, your words have power, my darling Aries, that are opening amazing doors in your life. Your affirmation, my darling Aries, is I communicate with confidence, clarity, and I trust that my ideas lead me to new opportunities. I communicate with confidence, with clarities, and I trust that my ideas lead me to new opportunities. Okay, my darling Aries. Now, if you are talking to others, whether this be platonic, business, whether this be intimately in the love category, you know, Spirit is really asking you to pay attention to the red flags. So there could be some red flags that are appearing because you're so highlighted on your communication. Please pay attention to the red flags, because the flags are cautioning you. You will get that intuitive guidance, whether some relationship is for you or not for you, or whether it resonates. Okay, so pay attention to red flags, even in any business dealings that you may be having at this time, my darling Aries. This could also be a very romantic time for you, my darling Aries. I feel like there could be some romantic surprises on the horizon for you. So, my darling Aries, be open to that. All right. I really hope that that resonated with you. That was for my beautiful Aries collective. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for commenting, and for subscribing. And also make sure to subscribe to my website. The link is in the description box, as well as my YouTube page. Thank you, my darling Aries. Now we move on to my darling Taurus collective. Hello, Taurus. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. I am going to switch my screen as I shuffle your cards, my darling Taurus collective. I hope that each of you are doing well, my darling Taurus. I have some of my ooh, all of these are flying out. And of course, I can't take them all, but I will take that one. My best friend is a Taurus. I have a few very good friends that are Taurus. And so I get along very well. It's also ruled by the beautiful planet Venus. And as is my sign. And so, yes, it's a very beautiful sign. For you, my darling Taurus collective, the new moon is really highlighting your finances. And not only your finances, my darlings, but your sense of self-worth. Okay, who you are in this world is being highlighted, my darling Taurus collective. What do you bring to this world? Focus on creating stability in your life. Focus this week, especially my darling Taurus, on investing in yourself. Okay, that's very, very important. And recognizing, my darling Taurus, the value that you bring to the world, the value that you bring to others that are around you, that are part of your life. You got to understand how much you do for others, just by your presence, just by the things that you do for others. You're so valued and loved and appreciated. And you may be seeing this at this time, my darlings, because of all that you're doing for others. You may be seeing this as, coming back to you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, my darling Taurus, I'm just going to flip my screen, so bear with me as I get back to my main screen. There we go. All right, my darling Taurus collective. So, finances, self-worth, that is a very big theme for you for this upcoming week. Yes. Oh, my darling Taurians. Yes. Beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Very nice. All right. All right, my darling Taurus collective, because finances are very much highlighted for my Taurus collective. One of the things that Spirit touches on for you is clearing debts. Okay? And your self-care, because this is really a time of self-care for my Taurus collective. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. Not only financial, but emotional. Okay, my darling Taurus collective, if you've been having health problems, I'm really hearing Spirit say that a lot of this has to do with the emotional weight that you have been carrying from childhood, from things that you've been through. And you will feel lighter. You will feel freer just by simply facing the topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoiding future ones as well that don't resonate with you. If there are things that feel heavy for you, people, circumstances, situations, even if it's family, you need to let it go because it's a burden. I feel like a heavy weight on my shoulders. You could be feeling this mentally, physically, emotionally in your health and well-being at this time. Okay, my darling Taurus. So a time of clearing debts, financial and emotional. Okay. You're getting the wheel of fortune. This is magnificent because whatever you've been going through, the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning in your favor, my darling Taurus collective. And what is coming towards you is success. Success. This is an amazing, amazing reading. If you have been going through some challenging times, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, in your relationships, the wheel is turning. In your business, the wheel is turning. This is a time of clearing debts. Emotional and financial burdens are being lifted. Success for you, my darling Taurus, in whichever way that you are currently focusing on. If it's health, that's where the success is coming from. If it's finances, that's where the success is coming from. If it's love, that's where it's coming from. But I really do feel for you, my darling Taurus collective, that it's coming in a cluster of many, many ways for you. So just be open to the miracles. Remember this beautiful super moon, powerful energy, manifesting, writing down, lighting a candle, writing down your intentions and your manifestations. This is the most powerful new moon, one of them of the year. So please utilize this powerful energy for that is coming, my darling Taurus. I'm also getting from Archangel Michael that you have eternal love around you. Love from spirit, love from loved ones in the spirit world that are guiding you, helping you. Love from your friends, family, co-workers, people that you interact with. There's so much love. Love from partners. Archangel Michael is helping you to perceive all of this love that surrounds you, so that you can feel safe in receiving and giving love. Okay. So there could be just a lot of love coming at you in different ways. Okay, my darling Taurus collective. And there could be a partner also that is entering your life or that is in your life, that is eternally supporting you. Okay. Really do feel presence of people in the spirit world that are with you right now. Okay, Taurus. So if you've lost a parent, a sibling, a child, a friend, a grandparent that's been very close to you, they are stepping forward with a great deal of love and healing for you. Your love life, my darling Taurus, is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and this is coming through the difficulties that you've been through in your health, in your finances, whatever it's been. But you guys have been a support system to each other. If you are in a relationship, this could be friendship, this could be your love relationship, but it is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and you're seeing this through the support that others are giving you. And the last card is it's gifts, and absolutely that's what I feel for you, Taurus, that there's a lot of love and gifts that are coming your way. And Spirit is reminding you that love is the greatest gift. It's the ability to truly understand another. Okay, so as all this love and downpour is coming into your life in so many different ways, you're seeing the gifts around you. Okay, my darling Taurus collective, that was for you. Your affirmation for this week, my darling Taurus collective, please write this down. It is, I am worthy of abundance, and I confidently invest in myself and my future. And I want you to remember that abundance comes in many forms, in love, in finances, in health, and you are worthy of all of it, my darling Taurus collective. Well, I hope you love that reading. I hope that it resonated with you. Please make sure to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share, to give me that exchange of energy, so we can start that manifestation together. All right, my darling Taurus collective, I really, really hope that that resonated with you. Now we move on to my darling Gemini collective. Hello, my darling Geminis. I have my little puppy in the room with me. This reading is for my Gemini collective. I'm going to just flip my screen so you can watch me shuffle your cards. Here we go, my darling Gemini collective. Here we go. All right, let's see what Spirit has for my darling Gemini collective. For you, my darling Geminis, this is a powerful, powerful new moon because it is in your sign. It is a super moon, so which is even more powerful. It's a new moon times 100 as far as manifestation. It's in your own sign. So for you, my darling Geminis, you know, this reading is for Gemini Spirit. Please give us the cards that'll serve the highest and greatest good. For you, my darling Geminis, you are experiencing a profound reset. A profound reset. A personal reset of who you are. This is so amazing, darling Geminis, because you can consider this time a blank canvas in which you are painting a version of your dreams into tangible reality. So step boldly into this beautiful new chapter. Okay, my darling Gemini collective, what you are thinking, you are creating. So it's going to be very, very important for you, darling Geminis, to keep the vibe high, to you know, really consider what you want to manifest in every area of your life. You could be connecting with people who really inspire you, who really help you at this time, to really put in the intentions of what it is that you are going to manifest, because there's some amazing and beautiful things coming for you. Let me just flip my screen. There we go, my darling Gemini collective. This is a very, very powerful time for you. Like I said, it's a personal reset. You are resetting your body, mind, and spirit. You're resetting who you are in this world. This is exciting. It's a new version of you, darling Geminis. And yes, wow, Geminis. This is amazing. Like I said, it's a blank canvas, right? This is your chance to turn your ideas and your dreams into tangible reality. So step boldly into this beautiful new chapter that's happening for you, my darling Geminis. Wow, 10 of Ariel, 10 of Ariel. This is like 10 of Cups. This is like everything you ever wanted. Financially, physically, mentally, in your relationships, in your health and well-being. It is the whole shebang, my darling Geminis. And you know what? There is so very much for you to be grateful for: financial success and the promise of a beautiful, bright future, rewarding family life, rewarding love life. Like, darling Geminis, this is an exciting time for you. I am getting that, you know, you've been through a great deal that has really shaken you to your core. This could be a past relationship or circumstances, health, financial difficulties. It could be all of the above. And through this process, my darling Geminis, you have really, it brought you down. That's what I get. It really, you hit ground, rock bottom. And in that process of all of this turmoil that you've been through in this part of your life, this part of your life that you're leaving, you lost your self-respect. And so this is a time to garner that self-respect, to see who you are as a being of the divine. You need to see yourself, my darling Geminis, as God sees you, as your angels and guides, and as others see you, my darling Geminis, as a powerful creator, as a being of love, of light, of inspiration in this world. It's time to claim that back. Okay, my darling Geminis. For you, I really feel if you are in the phase of your life where you are working, there are some big changes coming in your employment change. Profound, amazing changes, something you're going to just love. It could involve training, but your new career path is leading you in a higher direction. That's the purpose of it all. Even if you're retired, there's a higher direction for you with positive changes that are going to support your dreams, my darling Gemini. Not only your dreams, but your priorities, your passions, your life purpose. Trust that these changes are going to help you to release all of the old stagnancy, the old part of you, the old part of that old life that you are letting go of. It's not you anymore, darling Geminis. There's a new, improved, beautiful version that is emerging. So you are being supported in every single way as you go through this huge change in your life. So it could be, it's a major employment change or a new change in finances. Just the trajectory is opening up for you. Beautiful new things are entering your life. Fun, adventure, romance, finances, and just a new direction. Okay, my darling Geminis, because this is such a powerful supermoon, new moon, this is a time of manifestation. Prayer is so important, but also manifestation. And, you know, make a vision board of everything that you want to see in your life. Finances, love, career, you name it, health. Okay, put your picture in the middle, your favorite picture on a board, and around you all of the things that you are going to manifest, Do this during this beautiful, powerful supermoon. Light a candle, say it out loud, and put that somewhere where you're going to see it every day. Pray about it. Thank God for it, that it's already coming to you. And you tell me if you don't manifest everything on that board. So vision board, my darling Geminis. Create a board with images and words that inspire you, so that you can remember what it is that you are manifesting every time you look at it. And that vibration is going to bring it quicker to you. You, my darlings, are calling in your soulmate. There is this being that is meant for you, and you are claiming that being. You are calling that being in. Your prayers, your affirmations, and visualizations are bringing you together. So whether this is a partner you're already with, it's bringing you closer. And if this is somebody that you've been, you know, just wanting it, somebody in your life, that person is coming towards you. Okay. And that connection that is coming towards you, I do feel is based on friendship, meaning there's a mutual understanding, reciprocal energy, trust, love that is being formed. You're enjoying spending time together. There's a friendship bond that is igniting the romantic bond. All right, because it's not just about the romance. There, you know, relationships are based on friendship and fun and understanding each other and that friendship. And if there is a friend, it's turning into more. Okay, my darling Geminis, that is for you. So again, this new supermoon is in your sign. You're experiencing one of the most profound personal resets of the year. So consider this your blank canvas. You are creating what you want in your life, darling Geminis. And your mantra is, I embrace fresh beginnings. I embrace fresh beginnings and confidently bring my visions to life. There you are, my darling Geminis. Thank you so much. I hope that you subscribe. Make sure you press all. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for commenting. It means the world to me. And make sure that you subscribe to my website. I will be doing picking someone for a special reading, and that will be based on my subscribes on all my my website, my YouTube channel, and my other social media links. Thank you, my darlings, because for those who support me, I support them, and it's a reciprocal energy. All right, my darlings, thank you so much, my darling Geminis. I wish you a most magnificent week ahead. Now we move on to my darling Cancer Collective. Hello, my darling Cancers. Let's see what this beautiful new moon energy has for you. I'm going to flip my screen, my darling Cancer Collective. Just bear with me. Let me just move. There we go. All right, my darling Cancerians. Hello and welcome. So for you, my darling Cancer Collective, you know, if you watch the intro, you know that we have one of the most powerful super moons of the year. And for you, my darling Cancer Collective, this super moon is taking center stage in the arena of your relationships, all relationships. It is inviting you to enjoy meaningful moments and to deepen the connections with those who you love. And if there's certain people in your family or network that you haven't seen for a while, my darling Cancers, then it's time to connect with them, okay? Spend time with them, because that's what this this beautiful new moon is asking of you, okay? Shared experiences. And really, it's all about heartfelt conversations, you know, shared experiences, my darling Cancerians. Conversate and with others, but know that these conversations, even if they're just little, even if it's just touching base with somebody and telling them that you're thinking of them, whatever it is for you, my darling Cancerians, these conversations are really strengthening bonds in your life that you need at this time, okay? So that's where this is at for you, my darling Cancerians. It's all about relationships for you. So please, please, please use this week's energy to strengthen the bonds and the connections with those that you love. So here are your cards, my darling Cancers. I'm just going to flip my screen so that we can... Where is it? There we go. All right, my darling Cancer Collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, Cancer. All right, my darling Cancer Collective. So for you, you get the Three of Raphael, which is like the Three of Cups, which is, you know, people working together collectively, fun, you know, celebration, friends, happy moments, memories, happy announcements regarding relationships or children, or this is just such a fun-filled time for you, my darling Cancer Collective. You know, enjoy your time, whether you're out, whether you're having, you know, loved ones, family, friends in your home. Enjoy this fun-filled time. You know, Spirit is really asking that that you reevaluate yourself, because there is a part of yourself where you have somehow, some way, or this was instilled in you, that you were not deserving to have anything good in your life. And let me tell you, there could be some people that have already transitioned that are in the spirit world, grandparents, parents that have made you feel this way, or because of certain circumstances, you felt this way. But you know, Spirit is saying that you are most indeed deserving. Okay, you are a beloved child of the Creator, and like everyone else, my darling Cancerians, you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Don't think that now that I'm retired, I have no purpose. Oh, believe me, you do. And if you're not of retirement age, there is a very big divine purpose, life purpose, that is for your taking. And even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities and who you are, trust that God and the angels that spirit see your amazingness. Okay, my darling Cancerians, because you are so loved by so many. Okay, and you need to understand that within yourself. So enjoy these companies, enjoy the relationships that are taking place and precedence this week. Enjoy the meaningful moments and deepen the connections with those that you love, because you're deserving of it. People see you that way, and it's time for you to see yourself that way. Stay true to yourself, no matter what. Stay true to yourself. Don't compromise, my darling Cancerians, or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner guidance, your inner voice, okay? And if there has been some hardship in a particular relationship or situation or circumstance, my darling Cancerians, you need to trust that the situation is already resolved. Archangel Michael is coming up very prominently for you. You need to trust that the situation is already resolved. So give your worries, your cares, your concerns to Spirit, to God, to Archangel Michael, in exchange for true peace in all ways. All is done. The situation that you've been worried about financially, physically, your health, your relationship, whatever it is, your children, it's already resolved. All right? Now, the next message you get, my darling Cancers, if you are in a relationship, Spirit is asking that you give that relationship a chance. Give that relationship a chance. It may be time to work on that partnership. And if you are not in a relationship, then Spirit is urging you to stop blocking that, like to get out, to have the fun, because you are going to meet somebody that is going to be worth your while if you haven't already found that person. All right? And you're being asked to wish upon a star, my darling Cancerians. You got the star card, wishes fulfilled. Your hope, your optimism are a powerful love magnet, abundance magnet. So enjoy yourself, enjoy your relationships, deepen your connections with those that you love. Know that these conversations, even minute, even a little thing that you send to somebody in a message, is deepening and strengthening the bond that you have with that person. My darling Cancerian, your affirmation, your mantra for this week is, I create loving, authentic connections that nourish my heart and my soul. All right, my darling Cancerians, you can rewind that. You can write that down. That's a beautiful mantra to have for this powerful supermoon that we're having energy for this week. Thank you so much again for liking, for sharing, and subscribing, my darling Cancerian collective. Now we are going to my darling Leos, my lions and my lionesses. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. I'm just going to flip my screen, my darling Leo collective, so that I can pull your cards. Let's see what we have. All right, my darling Leos. Let's see what we have for my darling Leo collective. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. For many of you, if you're new, welcome. And for those of you that follow me, thank you. For you, Leo, you know, this powerful super moon energy is really putting a spotlight on you. There's a big spotlight on you. Your birthday season is coming. And in the next couple of months, or month and a half. And there is a great deal of supporting energy surrounding your self-expression. So this is a phenomenal time, my darling Leos, to change it up a little bit. Refresh your appearance, embrace more confidence in your life. Let your inner light radiate, my darling Leos, without hesitation, because I feel like you could have been in the background for a little while in hesitation mode, thinking, contemplating, redirecting yourself. So it's time to let your inner light radiate without hesitation and bring it to the forefront, because people are noticing you, my darling Leos, and you have so much to offer. You could be, could have gone through some sort of transformational phase in your life where a new version of yourself is emerging. Right? And Spirit is really advising that you, embrace the supportive energy surrounding you with your self-expression. Okay, my darling Leos? So put some time and energy into your appearance, let your confidence shine, because I think you've let yourself go in the back burner for a little while, and Spirit is asking you to step forward now, my darling Leos. Because your authentic self is just so amazing, okay? There's 2 there. I'm going to take that. All right, my darling Leos. Here are your special messages for this week. I'm going to flip my screen. All right, my darling Leos. There we go. All right, my darling Leos. Let's see. Wow. Let's see what you get. Yes. Yes. Wow, Leo. All right, my darling Leo. So, okay. So, Leo, for you, you got the Magician. So this is a super fantastic card. Your manifestation abilities are skyrocketed right now. Please, please, please do not think of what is negative, fear-based in any way, shape, or form, especially during the time of this supermoon, because you are manifesting at rapid speed. So keep your vibe high. Be grateful for all that you have around you. You can manifest the life that you want, and it starts with this supermoon. What you need will magically appear for you, okay? Successful beginnings are happening for you, my darling Leos. And it's safe for you to receive. Allow yourself to receive all the beautiful blessings that are coming in your life. If something has held you back, those blockages are being lifted. The more you allow yourself to receive this beautiful, magnificent energy, this supportive energy, embrace yourself and your expression more, the more resources you will have available. Okay, so the more your energy goes up and you show yourself, you express yourself, everything starts to go up, and you can help and share that with your loved ones, your family, and your friends. Open your arms, my darling Leos, to receive, and be a conduit of good coming to you and through you. So through this manifestation, whatever you get, you give. All right, that's how this is working for you, my darling Leos. And it blesses everyone. It blesses you, it blesses everyone, okay? This could be a time in which you need somebody to help you a little bit. So whatever you're going through, whether you need counseling, whether you need an agent, whether you need a manager, whether you need a professional, because it could be even in your work, to help you with work, to expand your reach, to expand what you do. Partner with others. Talk to others, because it will be wonderful for you. Okay, it will help you a great deal. Others are what will help you. So allow people into your life that you know can benefit you. Archangel Michael comes through for you, my darling Leo collective, wanting you to know that you are being helped by the romance angels, which Archangel Michael is part of that team. And this is a prayer that's being given to you. If you have someone specific in your life, or even if you are wanting to manifest somebody in your life. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, of my partner, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. So I feel for those of you that aren't in a relationship, the romance angels are helping you. And for those that are in a marriage or a relationship, they are also helping you to strengthen that bond. And Spirit asks that you make the effort. Make the effort, okay? The romance angels are saying make the effort in your relationship, because great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take, okay? So if you've not been putting in your share in a relationship, Spirit is guiding you to do that, to step up, to shine that spotlight, not only in other areas of your life, but in your relationships, okay? And make sure that you have good boundaries, healthy boundaries up, okay? Remember that what you want from another in a relationship is what you need to give. So make sure that there are healthy boundaries in every relationship. Okay, my darling Leos, that was for you, but this is a magnificent time to manifest, to get those vision boards out, write out your affirmations. The spotlight is on you. You are attracting everything to you right now. Okay, my darling lions and lionesses, your affirmation for this beautiful, powerful supermoon is: I shine brightly, I honor my authentic self, and confidently step in to my power. All right, my darling Leos, I hope that that resonated with you. Thank you so much for your subscribing to my YouTube channel, to my website, for your comments, likes, shares. It means a world to me. Now let's move on to my darling Virgo collective. I'm going to flip my screen. Hello, my darling Virgo collective. Okay, my darling Virgos. Welcome and thank you. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I do post my readings every week. Please do make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to all of my YouTube channel, my website especially, because I will be picking one certain person each month to give a private reading to. So make sure that you do subscribe, especially to my YouTube channel and to my website. It's going to be very important. The links are in the description box. All right, my darling Virgos, my vivacious Virgos. So for you, this supermoon energy is really bringing into focus and inspiring career matters for you. So there's some sort of a pivot, if you may. You might be seeking a promotion or exploring the path that truly aligns with your life purpose. So trust your curiosity, my darling Virgo collective, because it may be pointing you toward your destiny. So there could have been some big changes recently in your career, but this is really moving you towards a life purpose for you, okay? Something that more aligns with you, my darling Virgo collective, okay? So it's really asking that you pursue any new opportunities that are in front of you at this time. Be open, you know, as career matters come into focus, inspiring you to make the changes needed, to seek promotions, to explore paths that just align with you, that make you feel good. And if you've already retired, then, you know, it's more about life purpose than it is about anything else for you, right? What really makes your soul feel good, what you're here to do. Okay, my darling Taurus collective, or sorry, Virgo collective. I'm just going to flip my screen so I can give you your cards. All right, my darling Virgo collective. Sorry for saying Taurus. Okay, so let's see what you've got. Beautiful. Virgo, 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 my vivacious Virgos. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. You know, you're getting the Six of Gabrielle, and this message is all about like a pat on your back, like a congratulations for a job well done. Okay. You've done a wonderful job, up to this point in so many arenas, in your job, in your work. It's time to move on now to the next chapter, to the next project, because there are awards, scholarships, promotions coming to you. This is such an amazing time. So I feel like an ending to one part of your life, whether it be career or whatever, and a new part of your life emerging. Okay, my darling Virgos. Spirit is really asking that you cooperate instead of compete. Cooperate instead of compete. You could have been through some tumultuous times where you felt like you've had to have your backup and compete. But Spirit is saying, let that go. Be cooperative, because through others, you can find some great resources, connections, all of it. Okay. What is yours? What's yours is yours, darling Virgos, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself, and also to share with others. Okay. So with cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So you're going to find that a lot of these blessings that are coming into your life, they're coming through cooperative efforts with others. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. You may want to, or you may be considering taking classes at this time to strengthen some of your skills. You could also be a teacher that is teaching classes. Please take that how it resonates. But learning and teaching are all part of your higher calling. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. So higher learning and higher teaching. That's very, very much around you. If you've been having some sort of health issues, Archangel Michael comes through for you, asking you to focus upon divine and perfect health. Okay. Don't get too bogged down about the pain or about everything that's not working for you. I really feel Archangel Michael telling you to call him in and ask him to remind you to focus on perfect health, not on anything that's not working health-wise, but that just thinking of yourself healthy, body, mind, and spirit, and saying, thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Ganesha. Thank you, whoever you pray to, for giving me, perfect health in all ways. And thinking about that, being blessed, raising your vibration when you think about health. And that is going to make your health improve. Okay. There is a passion that is igniting your heart, whether this is with your partner or somebody new, but there is a passion. If you are allowing your heart and your soul to sing with joy, my darling Virgos, let that passion ignite within you, because there is true love in your life, whether this is already there or it's coming into your life. There is true love, a deep and enduring connection, going beyond superficial attraction. This isn't just superficial. This is a true love, a love that's there through thick and thin. Okay, my darling Virgo collective, beautiful, beautiful cards. Time of congratulations for a job well done. Work with others, cooperate rather than compete. You could be doing a lot of teaching and learning at this time. Focus on divine health, because that's what you will get. Very beautiful time to manifest. Bring the passion back into your life, into your relationship, because there is true love for you. For you, my darling Virgo collective, your mantra for this beautiful supermoon is, I confidently pursue opportunities that align with my highest calling and my greatest potential. All right, my darling Virgos, that was for you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Now we go on to my darling Libras. Hello, my beautiful Libra collective. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. I am just going to flip my screen, my darling Libras, so that I can pull the cards for you for this week. Here we go. All right, my darling Libra collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you. For my darling Libra. So during this powerful supermoon, what is being highlighted for my darling Libras is a need for a change of scenery in your life. Just a need for change is what I'm getting from my darling Libra collective. You could be feeling like, you know, the same old routines are just not doing it for you. So a change of scenery can bring exactly the inspiration that you need, my darling Libras. If you can get away for a little while or be around different people, spend more time outdoors, that can really benefit you. Even travel, my darling Libras, if you have an opportunity, or simply just break free, break away from a routine that you've been doing too long to nourish your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. Okay, Libra, that is what Spirit is asking for you. That is what this beautiful, powerful super moon is asking. That you know, I feel like you guys have really done a lot, and now it's time for you to you know, rejuvenate yourself with the change of scenery. You're going to find that if you can get out and nurture yourself in this way, new people, doing new things, traveling, it's going to inspire you immensely, darling Libra collective, on the new part of your new journey that you are all going. I feel a lot of soul growth from my Libra collective coming to you. But as I mentioned, there could be a lot on your plate, a lot of responsibilities. Please take that how it resonates. So you need that change of scenery to bring more inspiration into your life. All right, my darling Libras, let me flip my screen. There we go. All right, so let's see for my darling Libras. Yes. Wow, Libra. Okay. Wow. Beautiful, Libra. Wow, Libra. This is a very, very beautiful time for you. Okay. Wow, Libra. Okay. First and foremost, Spirit is warning you to balance yourself out. If you have been working too much or doing too much, it's time for you to have more balance between your work life, multiple jobs, multiple projects, doing too much at once, taking care of people. You got to have balance, Libra. And that's where I think Spirit is really emphasizing a change of scenery, a change of not pushing yourself so much and doing so much for everyone else, but taking time out for yourself, okay? And also making the things that you do more fun, because I feel like it's like, oh, let's get this over with. Let's just do, because there's just so much responsibility on my darling Libras. That's what I'm getting for you, okay? So whatever you do, be in the moment. Make it fun, and make sure that there's a balance of work, of play, of joy, of romance, of all of it. Okay, my darling Libras, because prosperity is coming to you. Why? Because your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. You have been working towards something. You have been supporting others wholeheartedly, and the universe is opening up abundance in every area of your life, my darling Libra, for everything you've done. But you can only hold this way of doing things for so long. You need to put yourself in the mix. You need to nurture your body, mind, and spirit, and give back to yourself as much as you've been giving back to everyone else. Next card, windfall of abundance, windfall of abundance, my darling Libra, and prosperity. This is a very financially prosperous time for you. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms into your life, Libra. Some of them from unexpected sources. Be open to receiving. And know that this abundance, my darling Libras, is coming to support your life purpose. There's a very big purpose that you're meant to do. You may have been off track for a little while because you've had to deal with other obligations or you've put it to the back burner. But you have a very big life purpose. And this abundance that's coming to you, it's coming to support this life purpose. Including health and charitable work for others. Wow, Libra. Wow, wow, wow. Spirit wants you to know, Archangel Michael wants you to know that you, my darling Libras, are on the right path. You are on the right path. So if you feel or have felt like, you know, I'm on this wheel and when is it going to stop? Know that everything is happening as it's supposed to happen. Whatever extra responsibilities, extra stuff you've done for people, you've done it because you were meant to do it. All right? But you're on the right path. And you're going to see the trajectory change. But while you are on this wheel, enjoy. Make it balanced. Make sure that you're taking time out to enjoy yourself, to do the things that you love doing, that you're feeding your body, mind, and spirit, that you're nurturing yourself. If you feel there's too much on you, ask for help from others. That's what I hear Spirit saying. Archangel Michael's prayer, my darling Libras, I call upon you now. This is what you can say to God, to Archangel Michael. I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. All right, my darling Libras, you're on the right path. This is a time where a relationship could be reigniting for you, like a honeymoon phase where you and your partner are starting something new, or this could be a brand new relationship for you, Libra. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So try to get away. You know, as I had mentioned, a change of scenery would be very good for you. And if you're in a partnership, it would be for you and your partner as well. Spending time together, enjoying a vacation, it's going to change so much for both of you. And an offer or a proposal is coming to you in the near future. So if you have been in a relationship that's been stagnant, know that your partner is going to be proposing, speaking more, coming forward with a surprise or a gift. And it's a very beautiful time for you. Or if you're single, somebody will be coming through with a proposal. All right, my darling Libras, that was for you. I really hope that it resonated for you. Your mantra, my darling Libra collective, is I welcome fresh perspectives that expand my mind and inspire my soul. Write that down. And especially this week, repeat it over and over again, because this is a powerful week of manifestation. All right, that was for you, my darling Libras. Thank you for liking, for sharing, and subscribing, for commenting. It means the world to me. Now on to my darling Scorpio collective. Hello, Scorpio. Thank you and welcome to this week's reading. If you're new, welcome to my page. I'm going to flip the screen, my darling Scorpio collective, so you can see me shuffle the cards for you for this week. We have a powerful, powerful supermoon, a new moon in Gemini. It's a supermoon, one of the most powerful in the year. For you, my darling Geminis, you are transforming your relationship. Sorry, did I say Geminis? I meant Scorpio. So for you, my darling Scorpio collective, you are transforming your relationship with money and abundance. So whatever you felt about money, about prosperity, about abundance, there's a big transformation taking place for you. This is an ideal time to really approach your investments, your budgeting, and your financial decisions with wisdom. Okay, my darling Scorpios, creating stronger and more sustainable cash flow. So you need to see where you have been investing your resources and where you could more better, do that. Excuse me while I grab these cards, my darling Scorpio. Okay, I'm gonna just get those. All right. I'll just pull from the deck and get those ones later because they fell. Let's see what Spirit has for Scorpio Collective. So whatever can give you a more sustainable cash flow is, I think, where your mind is at right now and where you're being encouraged to look at. And it really doesn't matter what phase of your life you're in, whether you're in retirement, whether you're working age, whether you're in a business, but it's about sustainable cash flow and wiser decisions, okay? Budgeting, financial approach, investments, those sort of things, okay, my darling Scorpio Collective? That's where this week's energy is for you. And let's see what Spirit has for my darling Scorpio Collective. Right. What haven't I done yet? Yes. So, Scorpio, this is a very powerful, powerful supermoon. I'm recording on the 14th, but this supermoon, the energy is potent all week. So I would really be writing down your intentions, thinking about what you want to manifest, incorporating gratitude into that, darling Scorpio Collective, because there's just so much to be grateful for. And, you know, calling on God and the divine, and just being thankful for all of the blessings in your life. Okay, my darling Scorpio Collective, let me flip my screen so I can give you your, there we go, your messages for this week. So let's see. Very nice. Yes. All right. So this is for my darling Scorpio Collective. All right, my darling Scorpios. The very first card that you got is Eight of Ariel. Eight of Ariel. Beautiful. You know, this is a financial archangel that comes through for you. And, you know, you're being asked to take pride in the excellent work that you have done, because you have done some amazing and beautiful things. And I don't think that you pat yourself on the back enough in regards to all the great things that you have done. Practice makes perfect. And so you're being asked to practice whatever it is that you're wanting to implement. Consider getting additional education or training at this time if you are of employment age. And if you are retired, maybe even learning something new that you can focus your mind on, that can benefit you and benefit others, okay? It's very important that you attract and that you don't chase. So especially during the time of this powerful new moon, it's a super moon. Being in fear-based thoughts is not, it's chasing. Oh, please let me have it. But when we attract, we know that with the grace of the divine, it is already here. It is already here. You know, be grateful, write down gratitude lists, get out in nature, think about all the blessings you have, because this raises your vibration, not fear. So attract, not chase. You know, Spirit is also asking, my darlings, that you admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So there is something that has really been, that you've kept within you. And I think you've just sat with it for so long, my darling Scorpio Collective. But Spirit is asking that you see the truth to a certain situation, whether this is finances, whether this is your health, your work. Take it, whatever resonates with you, relationships of people close in your life. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. This is Archangel Michael that comes through. Spirit knows everything that is going on in your life. Okay, my darling Scorpios, this is a prayer for you. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and with others. Thank you, Divine Creator. Thank you, God. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Isn't that beautiful, my darling Scorpio collective? You know, Spirit is asking that you take a retreat at this time, like truly retreat, my darling Scorpios. And when I say retreat, I don't mean just sit at home doing what you're doing. I'm talking about blocking out distraction, things that are distracting your mind from what is really, truly important, what you truly want to manifest. Spend quiet time alone. Important to get out in nature, to meditate, to listen to positive things, okay? And focus on your priorities, not on what you're not trying to manifest. Because I feel like, Scorpio, your mind is so powerful. And as soon as you start focusing on something you don't want, or whatever bad has happened, it changes your vibration. Okay, so take that time to retreat and to build that vibration back up. And Spirit is asking that you trust, my darling Scorpios, trust, and specifically in particular relationship with your partner or with others, trust in general, because a situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective, it's going to be important that you spend some alone time, and you may have already been doing this, but spending time alone will help you gain clarity on your relationship, okay? So it's good to have some time alone, to retreat, to appreciate more, and to admit the truth to yourself about something that has transpired, maybe in a relationship or in another way, and then act accordingly. Okay. And remember that you're attracting, not chasing. So being in that, gratitude mindset will really help you. And you've got some great accomplishments under your belt, my darling Scorpio. Focus on those accomplishments. Your mantra, my darling Scorpios, for this week, and feel free to write this down, is I make empowered financial choices and I attract lasting prosperity with ease. Okay, so this new moon is highlighting finance for you, my darling Scorpio collective. All right, now we move on to my darling Sagittarius. Hello, my darling Saggies. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. Thank you in advance for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, particularly to my YouTube channel and my website, because I will be picking someone for a reading. I am a medium, a channel, a healer, and I will be picking somebody who is showing up for me on my pages. All right, so my darling Sagittarius, I am going to flip my screen. So let me do that right now so you can watch me shuffle my cards. Okay, so this is for my Saggy collective. Oh my, Sagittarius. Wow, Spirit has some big messages for you. That's what I'm getting. This just bounced. And unfortunately, I can't take them all. So let's see what we have from my darling Sagittarius collective. Wow. And this one, wow. Okay, so Sagittarius, out of this whole deck, one was already flipped. And I feel from Spirit that I need to take that card for you. Okay, so let's see what we get for you, my darling Saggies. You know, for this super moon, new moon, partnerships are under the spotlight for you during this lunar cycle. So resetting the energy in relationships is going to be very, very important for you. Resetting the energy in relationships through openness, through compassion, and intentional communication can bring you closer than ever to people who matter the most. Okay, my darling Sagittarius. So partnerships, is where it's at, where the focus is at for you. Be open, be compassionate, be intentional with your communication. And especially to those who matter the most. Okay? It's going to be important for you, my darling Sagittarius collective. For my Sagittarius collective. Let's see what we get for my Sagittarius. All right, here we go. For my darling Sagittarius collective, this is for you. I'm just going to flip my screen so I can give you your messages. All right, my darling Sagittarius. All right, let's see what we have for you. All right. Nice. Wow. All right. Wonderful. This is beautiful. My darling Sagittarians, this is beautiful. Okay, so for you, you know, Spirit is really asking that you embrace your inner child. Your inner child. You may have had a lot of responsibilities from a very young age on you, my darling Sagittarius. So Spirit is asking you to embrace your inner child, or you could just have so much on your plate that you've forgotten what fun is, okay? And this is a time of initiating friendships with people maybe that you haven't always or haven't had an opportunity to talk to. Indulge yourself in these friendships, rekindle relationships of people. You know, children could play an important role for you, or even things that have happened in childhood, okay? I feel like nostalgia, thinking of the past, you know, family, that sort of a feeling is what I get for you, my darling Sagittarius. You know, Archangel Michael is really encouraging you to spend more time outdoors. I think you may have a lot on you, work or obligations or something, and you need to spend more time outdoors to ground, to balance your energy, to manifest better. You know, you really need to motivate yourself to spend more time outdoors. And this, my darling Sagittarians, is going to help you relax and enjoy connecting with nature. Okay, so I think too, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we have, you know, the summer months coming, you might be doing some more camping, that sort of thing. And it's going to really benefit you to get outdoors, okay? Or go on a vacation. Okay, Saggies are the travelers. So if you get an opportunity to do that, do that. And my darling Sagittarians, this is a very, very big message. Have the courage to ask for and receive help. Have the courage to ask for and receive help. You do too much on your own and you're not asking for help. So Spirit is saying that part of your financial outlook will depend on joining forces with others and asking for help and then accepting that help, right? That's going to be very, very important for you. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people, right? Be sure to accept this assistance, as well as give it to others as you are guided. It's giving and receiving that assistance and that help, okay? And you're being asked, my darling Sagittarians, to share your art with the world. You have a skill, an art, something that Spirit is saying that you need to take out into the world, that you need to share with the world. And it's time to allow others to enjoy that creative work that you do or that you love. All right, my darling Sagittarius. So share your art with the world, whatever that is, okay? And there's a lot of people who will benefit from that. This is a time, my darling Sagittarius, if you're in a relationship, that it would be a very playful time. Ignite that playfulness in that relationship, or in any relationships that you're part of. The laughter, the joking, the fun, the flirting is going to be very, very prominent for you. And try to indulge in that more in this week. And if you're in a relationship or you're seeing someone new, try to recapture the romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, right? It's kind of like embracing your inner child. The more fun that you have, childlike fun and enchantment and all of that kind of stuff, getting out in nature. If you don't have somebody, that playfulness is going to bring somebody very quickly to you. Abundance, my darling Saggies. Abundance is coming into your life. Wow. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. So I do feel that there's love being triggered for you, but also abundance in many, many forms. All right, my darling Sagittarius, I really hope that that resonated with you for this week of this powerful supermoon. Your affirmation, your mantra, my darling Sagittarius collective, is I cultivate relationships. I cultivate relationships built on trust, on growth, and on genuine connection. All right, my darling Sagittarius, I hope that that resonated with you. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel and my website, because I will be picking someone for a free reading. All right, thank you so much for the exchange of energy. Now on to my darling Capricorn collective. Hello, my darling Cappies. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me on this week. As mentioned, if you watch the intro, it's a powerful super moon. I'm going to flip my screen so I can shuffle your cards, my darling Capricorn collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you for this upcoming week and what you should be focusing on for this week. Thank you so much. If you're new to my page, darling Capricorns, thank you. And I'm welcome. I am a medium channel healer. And I appreciate your likes, your subscribes. I will be picking, oh, that just flew out. I will be picking someone that is a follower that has subscribed to my YouTube channel, to my website, for a free reading. So please make sure to subscribe. My website link and other links are in the description box, as are the timestamps. And this one's let's turn this around. So for you, my darling Capricorns, you're being encouraged to organize your routines and to prioritize your well-being. This could be mentally, physically, emotionally. This is a perfect week and perfect opportunity for you, my darling Cappies, to establish healthier habits. So you could have kind of fallen off the health wagon a little bit. And so Spirit is asking you to establish healthier habits. And this could be in many instances in your life, okay? This could be in your relationships. It could be, you know, what you're eating, what you're doing, even what you're thinking. You know, but create healthier habits and daily practices that will support your long-term success. So don't concentrate on things that are not, you know, that are not important, but that are going to, you know, work for you in the long run. Okay, my darling Capricorns? Very, very important for you. See what Spirit has for my darling Cappies. All right, my darling Capricorn collective. I'm going to flip my screen. I've got your cards right here. Let's see what Spirit has for you. All right, my darling Capricorn collective. Yes, beautiful. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign if you know it, because you'll get a better understanding of what is transpiring in your life. Wow, okay. Yeah. Wow. All right, my darling Capricorn collective. The very first message you get is the Queen of Michael. The Queen of Michael. Beautiful. You know, there's a lot of power in you, my darling Capricorns. I feel like you're holding a fort down. You're such a support system for many people. And Spirit is really saying that you know exactly what you need to do. The benefit of experience, because you've been through so very much and none of it has been in vain. You have learned a great deal through all of the trials and the tribulations, my darling Capricorn, that you have faced recently. Okay. And it's time right now, I feel, more for you to concentrate on your career and your finances than it is on your relationships. Okay. Because, my darling Capricorns, a raise or a promotion could be coming your way. And you know, the angels congratulate you on a job well done. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. And this is a result of your positive focus and your willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. So, my darling Capricorns, keep up the good work. Everybody knows that Capricorns are one of the best people to have on your team. They are one of the most hardworking signs, and they're so appreciated and loved. You know, in any environment, work environment, or any environment, they will never let you down. Okay, my darling Cappy, so beautiful. This is a really good time of money coming in, raise, promotion, and to concentrate on your career. There is a birth taking place for you. Now, this could be literally or figuratively, but I really do feel like it's a birth of a new idea, happy news, an exciting project that may be coming, which is blossoming all around you. So pay attention to the beautiful intuition that is being ignited for you, my darling Capricorns. Yeah. You know, I'm feeling for you, my darling Capricorns. You've been through a lot and you've just ran with it. A lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of emotions that I think you haven't had a chance to work on. And Spirit, Archangel Michael is saying energy healing work. This is a time, and even if you are in the energy healing genre, this is time for you to get energy healing for yourself. Call on God, call on Archangel Michael to help you find practitioners that will help you heal, because there's a lot that you have inside you that you haven't been able to let go of. If this resonates for you, then call in Archangel Michael to cut any and all negative cords of attachments to people, to places, to things, to situations and circumstances that have transpired that you've been holding on to on a cellular level, and ask him to cut all negative cords of attachments to these things. Ask God, whoever you worship, Spirit, the angels, Archangel Michael, to help healing people, practitioners come into your life so that they can help heal you in many ways. Okay, because I think this is what this is calling for. You know, my darling Capricorns, you're being encouraged to organize your routines, your priorities, and your well-being, and healing is part of that. Okay, so this is the perfect opportunity for you to establish healthier habits and include it in your daily practices, and also in healing your body, mind, and spirit for everything you've just recently been through. Now, I am getting from Spirit that a doorway is opening for you in your love life, and I do feel that if you're not in a relationship, that this is somebody completely new. Okay, so if you're looking for someone new in your life, I really do feel that that person's coming, maybe to give it a chance. And also express your love in your relationship. Okay, if you are in one, go ahead and make the romantic gesture to that individual, because a doorway is being opened for you. All right, my darling Capricorns, I really hope that that resonated with you. Thank you again for liking, sharing, and subscribing. For you, my darling Capricorn collective, your mantra for this super moon is, I build routines that strengthen my body, my mind, and my spirit every single day. All right, my darling Cappies, I really hope that that resonated with you. Now we move on to my darling Aquarius collective. Welcome, my darling Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. For you, my darling Aquarius, I'm going to flip the screen so you can watch me shuffle your cards. Welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for joining me, my darling Aquarius collective. Thank you for your likes, for sharing, for subscribing. If you are following me and you haven't yet, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I will be picking someone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel and my website in particularly for a free reading. And I'd love for it to be you. So, and I, always appreciate the support, because when I do these readings, it is an exchange of energy, right? So for you, my darling Aquarius collective, this super moon in Gemini is making you see that joy is not a luxury. Joy is not a luxury, my darling Aquarius collective. It is essential. So this week, my darling Aquarians, is inviting you to make room for creativity, to make room for laughter, for playful experiences that remind you of what really makes your heart and mind come to life. Okay, I'm going to switch the screen. All right, my darling Aquarius collective, let's see what Spirit has for you. So remember that, joy is not a luxury. It is essential. It's magnetory, okay? You need to incorporate more fun in your life. That's what we're getting. You just can't be bogged down with the stress of life, with kids and this and that. And you have to enjoy it. Okay, my darling Aquarians. And often when we don't take the time to enjoy, because there's just too many obligations on us, it manifests in ill health. Okay, so it's going to be very, very important for you. Let's see what you get. Yeah. All right, my darling Aquarius collective. Ace of Raphael. Ace of Raphael. Beautiful. This card is talking about a positive new emotional experience. This is the beginning of something new, whether in an existing situation or relationship or a rekindling of one, okay? But I do feel it's around relationships, romantic relationships, and maybe starting new and creating deep and lasting connection, something that maybe was put on the back burner because of too many obligations that you've had on your plate, my darling Aquarius. Know that obstacles and blocks are being lifted for you at this time, because you have done a great deal for others, for your family. You've been a support system for so many. And all your good personal work, my darling Aquarius, and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with all of your projects. Stay centered in gratitude, my darling Aquarians, to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So all of the blocks that you've been feeling because of so much that you've had on your plate, all of this is being lifted. Okay, my darling Aquarius collective, just be centered on gratitude. And remember that you need to be thankful, but you need to be happy. Be in the moment, all right? because joy is not a luxury. It is mandatory. Enjoy every moment. Spirit is asking you to write about your thoughts and your feelings. That may be a way for you, my darling Aquarians, to get things off your chest that you normally don't say, okay? Alternatively, I am feeling for some of you that you need to write a book about something, or you already have a book in the works, and you may need an editor to edit that book properly. I know there's a great deal of AI out there. However, getting a good editor might be important, or editing your own work may be very important. So your writing or other creative projects, there's something creative that you're birthing into the world, my darling Aquarius collective. But it will benefit from outside help, okay? And support. So allow your work to be, looked at or supported by others in some capacity. Spirit is really saying, my darling, to you, my darling Aquarius, love yourself first. Love yourself first before you can really pour into others, because you really could be depleted and needing to nurture yourself on all levels. Your self-respect and nurturing yourself will make you more romantically attractive. Okay, so it's that whole adage about filling your cup first, and that's what's being asked of you right now, my darling Aquarius collective. So also, as far as relationships, illusions is very important. So make sure that you are aware of illusions in certain relationships. See reality clearly. Don't let your illusions get to you. Okay, my darling Aquarius collective. Beautiful, beautiful messages, initiations of new relationships, really loving yourself, pouring into yourself, writing your feelings and thoughts down, and especially your manifestations during this new moon. And Ace of Raphael is all about new emotional experiences. Okay, so it's a beautiful time. For you, my darling Aquarius collective, your mantra for this beautiful new moon is, I welcome joy, creativity, and inspiration into every part of my life. There you have it, my darling Aquarius collective. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that reading resonated with you. Now we move on to my darling Pisceans. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for joining me here today. All right, my darling Pisces, I'm going to flip my screen so I can pull your cards. For you, my darling Pisces collective, welcome and thank you so much for joining me. This is a powerful supermoon that we're having on the 14th. The effect of this full moon is going to be with us. And not only that, but it's going to help us ignite the manifestation in our life of what it is that we've been trying to manifest. And for each sign, it's something different, okay? For you, my darling Pisces collective, fresh energy is flowing into your home and your emotional world. So pay attention, because it is encouraging you, my darling Pisces, to create a safe and peaceful and harmonious environment for yourself and for your loved ones, okay? So it's all about your home. It's all about your sanctuary. All right, my darling Pisces collective, that's where a lot of the energy is going for you. And pay attention, because you could be just really tired of everything around you and just wanting to really indulge at home. Maybe dip in your pool if you have one, or work in your garden, or just be at home. Okay, my darling Pisces, this is your cards. I'm going to flip the screen and let's see what we have for you. All right, my darling Pisceans. Beautiful. Let's see what we have. All right. So, my darling Piscean collective, it's about home, it's about family. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. All right, my darling Pisces collective. The very first message that you get is keep going. Keep going. One of you or all of you need this. You have been through a very difficult time and you're wondering if you should continue with something. And Spirit is saying to you, my darling Pisces, keep going. Use the energy of any past disappointments or letdowns to fuel your creative projects with authentic emotion. Okay, so if something hasn't worked in your favor, Spirit is saying don't give up. Do not give up. Use that energy and that drive to work on it even more. Spirit is also telling you, Archangel Michael comes through for you, my darling Aries, saying prayer will help this situation. Prayer always helps the situation. And you know, in any holy text, ask and you shall receive. Ask God, ask the Holy Spirit, ask whoever you pray to. But it is Archangel Michael that comes through for you, my beloved Pisceans. This is a special prayer for you. Dear God and Archangel Michael and anyone else to whom you pray, Jesus, whoever it is, I ask for your divine intervention and then say what it is that you need help with. I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and with grace. I need a miracle and I ask that you send one to me and this particular situation quickly. Thank you. All right, that is a special prayer for you, Pisces. So if there's something that you've really needed to manifest financially, in a relationship, in any way, in your health, pray, because prayer will indeed help that situation. In a relationship, whatever it is, please take it how it resonates. The next message that you get, my darling Pisces collective, is the Six of Michael. Very, very powerful, because what you're seeing, what you're getting, again, Archangel Michael, is he's bringing to you a light at the end of a tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief, my darling Pisceans, and make new plans, because there is relocation, there is travel, there is something new that is coming up for you. All right. So I do see this is a travel card. You could be traveling more, whether it's short distance travel, back and forth, or a little long distance, but I do see travel coming up for you, and enjoy it if that's the case. Also, very similar to prayer will help a situation. Ask for your needs to be met. So I think, Pisces, you just do it all on your own. But God and the angels can come to your aid only if by your free will. So you need to ask to be helped, and it begins with asking. So it doesn't matter how you ask God for help, just that you do so. All right? And the same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So if you need help, don't expect them to just do it. Ask for it. All right, my darling Pisces. And there's a very big component here about forgiving and learning from anything of the past. As you release, my darling Pisceans, and heal the past, you experience more love into your present memories and moments. Okay, so if there's something from the past that's bothering you about a partner, about a relationship, let it go, because as you do that, you are allowing yourself to create new experiences in the moment. All right, so let go of the past and be present now. That's the relationship message. The very last card you got, my darling Pisces, is butterfly. Butterfly. You will meet someone new. at a party or a night out. So now this could be romantically, but this could be even a friendship. That's what I'm getting. So in other words, social butterfly. You need to get out, you need to talk, and you're going to meet people that are going to inspire you and that are going to open certain doors for you. That's why Spirit is saying stop. Don't stop, keep going. Okay, so butterfly, it's time for you to be around people. You know, energy, fresh energy is flowing into your home and your emotional world, encouraging you to create, you know, the safe and peaceful, harmonious environment. Yes, but you also need to connect with loved ones, with friends, and get out a little bit more. Be a little bit of that social butterfly. Okay, my darling Pisces, I really hope that that resonated with you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. By subscribing to my website and to my YouTube channel, I will be picking someone for a free reading. Your affirmation or your mantra, my darling Pisces, for this week is, I create a home and heart. I create a home and heart filled with peace, love, and emotional harmony. I create a home and heart filled with peace, love, and emotional harmony. There you have it, my darling Pisces. I hope that that resonated with you. I wish you all a most magnificent and beautiful week ahead. All my love. Namaste.